Start recording. Okay, I believe it is now recording. Hey, great, great. Siddharth, I think I'm meeting with you for the first time, right? Or did we collaborate on anything previously? You are on mute, I think.
Yeah, so we worked on projects before in Omdana.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Great, great, great. Great. So when I remember, few last projects we did. Great. So yeah, today is just I would say mostly an introduction call or maybe just get to know because the thing is I'll wait a couple of minutes. But the other thing is like, like in the other organization, I won't say the name, you all, everyone knows here, but I won't say the name because this video or recording would be uploaded on my YouTube. So that's
Okay.
why, and due to some anti-competition things. Okay. But yeah, so where, there we just created you some proof of concept and, just left it there, right? So here, for past 6 or 7 months, I've been building, but not in public. Okay. So I have, many partnerships now, and some of the apps are working great. Some of them are in the growth stage. But yeah, definitely. So then I, thought like every day nowadays I get, DM on my maybe LinkedIn or maybe anywhere like, I want to, maybe start this project with you, Tushar, and so on. So yeah, this was I think delayed for a couple of months, but yeah, I wanted to start in I think August last year, but yeah, due to some things. Okay, but yeah, great. We are here, and apologies for the delay. I was very occupied. Actually, I didn't have access to my system as well. I was traveling, so we, delayed some meetings. But definitely, we are starting from officially, maybe starting from today. Okay, and now it's all about development and all hands on building this great product. Okay, hello Pankaja. Okay, yeah, I don't have any presentation. Okay, for today. Okay, wow, great. Just give me a minute. Oh yeah, note makers, yeah, definitely. I think yeah, there's a little bit disturbance from my side, like something is working, so machine noises would be there, but I hope voice is clear. Okay, so yeah, I don't have any presentation. Mohammed, you want to start? Maybe, maybe introduce yourself. Maybe. Hello, what is happening?
Yeah, hi Tushar. Hi everyone.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, I am Mohammad Yahya from India, Hyderabad. I'm working as a team lead at Accenture, and also I'm founder for a startup which is Optimum AI. And the foundations of my startup is all about giving control to individuals of their self. So we all know, right? As AI is getting accelerated, we are more dependent on AI itself, and we are losing our self control. So, and there is also fun saying is like all the data generated from the past 2 years and in the future will be all generated by AI itself. So there will be very human touch into the given data itself. So AI generated data is being processed by AI. So what is the use of human in future? So my core concept is giving your self control to you so that you can steer AI to utilize it to make better systems. That is what the fundamental of optimum AI is, to making humans better humans and making them intelligent using intelligent systems. So we are also trying to build some assistants such as to make yourself control. And also I was part of multiple Omdena projects previously. So there I came across with Tushar, and yeah, we communicated and we just started this project.
Great, great. Yeah, maybe from now on we'll not call it project, we'll call it a product, what it is. Okay. Great. From the beginning, we have to define like, why we are here actually. Okay. And what, what this will help. Maybe you are learning, or maybe just you want a side hustle, or maybe it's up to you, or maybe this is your like, full time. It's up to you. See, in the past, some people were doing some like some job, but they left because that startup or our partnership grew into much bigger than their job itself. I'll not name the person because they were not cool with their name being mentioned or maybe in public, so that's why you won't get mentioned here. But yeah, definitely some people left their job because they wanted to full time do into the startup. So I'm not saying, this is also going to be the case here, but definitely, maybe something learning, or maybe some side hustle, or maybe some extra earning maybe would be there. And who knows, maybe this could turn into an actual product, because to be honest, I am currently also working on full, startups being done by, AI agents only. We are currently testing, right? And you might see OpenClaw has, just opened the doors for everyone. Every YouTube channel, even if they're food channel, they are making something, automation or something. Why? Because OpenClaw is not new. Like, there was some automation tool before that, but OpenClaw, made that, I would say, very easy for people. So you can only imagine from 1 year from now what people would be doing, right? Making their own one-person businesses and, running them, right? So yeah, I would say, we have some few year till, AGI takes over. Yeah, and yeah, so why not, just utilize this time and build something grateful, right? And yeah, mental health is, of course, I think one of the very crucial aspect of human, being, because if you have something, like your mind going, 24/7, you can't concentrate, right? And this I'm also from not, originally from AI background, or maybe I would say engineering background. I'm from totally from financial background. So I know what is the, like I used to hear in back in 2020, 2019 or 2020, that AI is going to take over the jobs and so on. So I can only imagine people not from, AI background or engineering background, like how they feel, every day, right? The pressure that they have to learn AI or do something with AI. So that could be also our use case, right? Targeting those people, those maybe who lost their job, or maybe they are finding. And in a previous organization, so of course I was a head of committee, so I met a lot of people. They were transitioning to the AI field, right? So still there are a lot of people, and but yeah, they are still a great risk. Everyone is now hearing like, everyone is now making AI agents, right? I was making AI agents from, I think, 2024, like in the March, right? From March, I've been, doing making AI agents, and now it's like, everyone can make, right? You don't have to be engineer as well. That's what they say, but yeah, actual production level AI agents, or maybe actual you want to do the things, it takes a lot of skills, I would say, a lot of experimentation. Today's meeting also, I just scheduled with OpenClaw, like one of my agent. So I think there was some time mistake or not, but yeah, I think like it's not still not very clear that in real world that they could be a production level thing, right? So here I think what we are going to build is uh, real human, like of course AI therapist, I would say, right? And don't worry, it will be all in the disclaimers and everything, that it is not replicating any human or not taking any profession. It's just that I know for the fact that one of the major, I would say, hurdle in getting the therapist is just to talk, maybe just go to the therapist and just talk. People hesitate. 60 to 70% people don't take the services of the therapist because they are afraid to share their personal things. So that's why maybe people do chat with chat GPT, but it's not very specific. And definitely your chat or your problem is being shared for training their data as well. And of course, when we are building this one, this is also going to be shared with LLMs providers and so on. But yeah, definitely we want to give a personal touch. And then if a person feels like this is not working out for them, let's connect with a real person, right? But yeah, that would be, I would say, feature that would be coming after maybe, we get some few customers, and let's see how then, that goes. Okay. So the basic idea is there. So, but yeah, before that, let me check who is in the meeting. Okay, great, great. Oh, Vivek, Kunal, Surya. Okay, yeah. So I want to know, your thoughts. Like, I think we met on, or maybe you have seen that video, introduction video on the Feb end. So I want to know, first of all, your thought. What you think about this product, and let's, just why are you excited about, this joining this product or this project? Anyone can start. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe I can add a few thoughts of mine over here. Yeah.
Sure, sure.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, uh, like you rightly said, Tushar, mostly when people want to deal with these kind of things, like they want to talk to some therapist or something like that, there is some barrier. Some people will be very open to discuss their problems, but there will be some people who are not really comfortable, and that is when they would want to take help of these kind of assistants. uh, what matters is, like you rightly said, people right now go to llms like chat gpt and other products, and it's mostly vague because it's trained on a lot of huge data corpus, and it's not very specific, it's generalized. So maybe tuning a particular agent, or on a particular data set that has to deal with these kind of things, can probably pinpoint the problems and bring solutions to those particular problems. So I think that this is going to be a good initiative. And yeah, so I also keep coming across people who I talk to. So they are looking for more customized products rather than very generalized products, because there are a lot of problems with current generalized llms and all these things. You don't get very satisfactory answers. So maybe one thing that we can target here is to see that most of the problems are properly addressed, like maybe some satisfaction score or something like that. That could be a very good metric for this particular agent or chatbot, if you're talking about chatbots. Yeah, so that's what I think. Maybe we can talk about customer satisfaction. That can be one key metric over here.
Definitely,
Yeah, main
definitely.
thing is to provide additional context. Um, Even though we use like a pre-trained LLM model, because LLM model, even though it's trained with humongous data, still it knows only about that data. Anything else, it'll just keep hallucinating. So we have to have the most current studies or whatever it is and add it as um, context documents, whether like a RAG based, something like that. And that's what I'm also envisioning. Thank
Definitely,
you.
definitely. Yeah. See, I
Yeah.
think in 2023, December, we worked on a government, project like for the RAD. Since then, it has come a far long way, but still hallucination is there. And of course, AI agents also, they are not, like product level, or maybe you cannot rely 100% on them. If you see evaluation metrics or everything, I think 2 3 months back I studied. I'll maybe share the article. 79% of the, maybe in the production environment, AI agents also failing, right? So there's only 20 30% something are working. It was a, I think, worldwide survey. So definitely there's a lot of improvement and there's a lot of experimentation, and definitely these
Yeah, just RAG alone is
yeah,
not going to help. You need
definitely.
to have a lot of guardrails, and you need to have a lot of error handling, exception handling, how to go about, and what if the agent fails, and provide tools so that it knows when to use the tool and when not to use the tool. Because just because you know how to make a tool, you
Yes,
don't want to keep for every job a tool. So there's like a fine line. So yeah, there are a lot of things to deal with and keep improving.
Yes, yes.
definitely.
That is why, right? Like we has said, tools or like MCPs, so we can connect. And also, There are new terms are coming up which we can add to the agents, which are skills.
Yes.
So there are skill templates we need to create, and so that template will work as a given role for the given.
Yeah.
That is something now different
Yeah.
coming up, not the general role description goal, but something new is coming up in terms of skills.m skills that need to be we need to study. This skills is also in cloudy
Cloud
code,
on.
right? Open
Yeah.
cloud.
Yeah.
So
Anthropic is mostly focusing on the skills, and they have just yesterday only come up with skills 2.0. So yeah, there's that actually, I would say skills are just to add, to your point, skills are basically the guidelines, or I would say guardrails that LLM, just think in that scope only. It will not go beyond. So that is like something like, we used to do like give the system prompts. So it's more, crucial than system prompts. And yeah, it's currently for, if you're working with, uh, maybe Claude models only, or maybe Anthropic models only. Okay, but yeah, but still, the workflow or the system they have created, like after MCP, this Cloud Skills, and now there's something more was there. Yeah, the creator as well. There are two more things are there. So these are going to help us a lot, but definitely these are going to be very costly as well, because Anthropic, Cloud is very costly. But definitely I'll try to provide, as much as we can, and will definitely test on this. And I'll maybe
Yeah,
share you with a
that to
good
this
video or
use
something.
case, not like a financial model wherein like I mean, I'm not saying that we can afford to make mistakes, but here it is, you're playing with the life of a human being, which is
Definitely.
very, uh, very delicate, and it's a very critical thing.
Definitely.
no, 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 no.
Yeah.
I just want to add
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
most
Please, please.
humans who are we are dealing with are past humans. So passive humans is nothing but who is does not have control of himself. He is always dependent on others to to move somewhere, to get clarity, to do something. Right? He is in doubt always. So they are in more comfortable state. So there is concept called as an agency in AI. Have you heard that? Okay. So AI will swallow or will eat the people who are passive humans and will help the agency. So the humans who have agency built in them. So what is an agency? Agency is nothing but the people who are control of themselves. It's like they are in attention, they are in focus. They are in not control of mobile phones. They are not control of in something their wants, need. They will only look for needs. They will focus on their work. They will try to do something which they have some goals, right? So the goals and their tracks does not change in a day or in a week. They are aligned to the path. They are aligned to the strategies. So most people will change that path in every day. They wanted to do something, at the end of the day they will doing something else. This is being repeated always. So
I
I
didn't
don't, yeah.
really, no, my point was not in that direction. My point was this particular problem statement that
Mhm.
we are trying to deal with is something very delicate in the sense it cannot be like, oh, okay, I'll provide this and that tool, it'll calculate and give us a number or whatever, or like it will predict what is the sales and show us what could be um, the upcoming year look like. This is when I said you are playing with somebody's life, what I meant is like, we have to be very very careful that the agent just, or like the bot or whatever we are doing, doesn't just hallucinate and just throw spew in garbage. That's all I'm saying.
Another point.
Yeah, so I think,
Yeah.
yeah, I think there should be some reinforced learning over here that can basically ensure that whatever it is producing as an output is well aligned to the
Yeah,
expectation.
it is getting from literature, from
Correct.
clinical trials, or whatever the case may be.
Right. Yeah.
Example, you think like if you are working on stress, right? That is an anxiety. So those are mental health problems. So stress can be coming from job or financial mismanagement, right? Not having literacy, moving into many EMIs and not focusing on work and family, environment, everything is trying to pressure it. So we only have 24 hours. Okay, and we the salary is also restricted. And there are very limited things will be going on around. And job market, recession, a lot of things are coming up in the meantime. So people, there is a pressure, and that pressure comes into a stress, right? So that management the individual too should take up. So we need to, the individual cannot have the direction, right direction to manage the stress. So it may be we need to see in 360 directions on what exactly the individual perspective, other individual perspective, the stress will be different. So we cannot say this person having this stress, I can also relate the other person the same way. So we need to understand in terms of data collecting the others. So there should be some kind of mechanism we need to build on that.
Yeah, so just adding to Muhammad Yahiya's point, we need, what I think is, what is the outcome that is desired here? Yeah, are we looking at some generalized advice? Are we looking at customized, tailored plans to every different individual? And then, of course, when we are suggesting those things, there should be definitely, like Pankaja said, there should be guardrails. We are not suggesting something that is extreme, and that is well within the constraint of, or well within the boundaries of, these chatbots or LLMs. So what I'm trying to hint at is, can we basically gauge what we are dealing with, like to get an understanding what is the kind of market we are trying to deal with, what is the kind of
Definitely.
outcomes people are going to expect out of this chatbot. And when we have a consolidation of all these outcomes, then that becomes very easy to pull in the data that is required for that kind of, uh, building this kind of architecture, instead of randomly just gathering, because there is a lot of things available out there,
Yeah.
and then we can get in the trap of hallucinations and all these kind of things. So to restrict all that, it would be right to set the outcomes, and of course we need to also reach out first, if possible, maybe through some simple surveys or something. What do you expect out of this particular exercise? Like, would you be happy if a chatbot is able to recommend you a customized plan, maybe a weekly plan, a yearly plan, or something like that? I'm not sure, I'm just throwing out what is coming out in my mind. But once we have an understanding of what people want out there,
Mhm.
then it becomes much easier to focus on things and restrict it into a timeline. So that's what
Yeah.
I personally feel. Yeah.
Definitely, this idea. I'll add on through this. Actually, I was also thinking, and I'll share a case study with you as well. Why using the ChatGPT is very dangerous for mental health. But yeah, before that, Tuhin has a question. Maybe you raise your hand. Yeah, please unmute, and then Vivek.
Yeah, hi
Yeah.
Tushar, hi Mohammed.
Hello.
I was thinking that maybe we can compare already existing platforms like BetterHelp and what their results are, and maybe compare like how we are basically evaluate how we are doing better, right? Let's say in terms of metrics like false negatives or false positives, so we can actually understand if we are doing better or worse, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's my
got it,
point.
got it. Just to add, better help, actually what it does is it has a like a survey, 10, 15 question, then it connects you directly to a one therapist, right? It gives you 24 hours, then it connects you to a therapist, and then you can change and so on. So, right. So I think they are still also not very maybe pro on AI agents or something, but this they use AI for just the survey to connect the right person, right? So our goal, maybe ultimate goal, maybe from this 6 month ahead could be we will have a niche market. Okay, we will have some person, and let's say we have a chatbot, AI agent chatbot, they are asking 10, 15 question. Then it could also give an option if you want to continue with the chatbot or if you want to talk to the real person, and so on, subscription based. So what Siddharth is telling of course, yeah, we have to think of it as a business way as well. And Pankaj, yeah, your question, like for the guardrails and everything, I have a case study also as well, and I already have a plan. Like we will of course not playing with anyone, but yeah, there's also a way, right? But before I discuss that, I think Vivek hand is also raised. So yeah, Vivek. Then Pankaj, yeah. You can unmute. Everyone can unmute, right? You don't have to
Yeah.
raise your hand. Yeah.
Hello everyone. So
Hello.
this is more about the personal opinion. So don't take it
No, it's,
for the
it's okay.
product.
It's okay.
But
Please feel free
yeah,
to share. Yeah.
uh, I've been on the social media. So I've seen a video from
Mm-hmm.
2006. Many psychiatrists saying that they haven't cured any patient. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the one of the thing I want to mention. And second thing is from the personal experience, I have used a app called Rationale. It's a
Okay.
decision making app. uh,
Okay.
I felt it's really good in case of helping with the factual answer. So I think we also should rely on something which is factual
Mm-hmm.
and like supportive to the what cause a user has. And I believe current multi-agent system can help us in developing such case. But only problem I noticed is the connecting to the user to the actual root cause. And if the humans can't figure out the problem or solve the case completely, then how we can using the AI?
Got it. Got it. Definitely. Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. That's what, see, it's not just a business. Like, we of course don't want to give, inaccurate result or inaccurate advice as well. So there would be, I would not say guardrail, but there would be, instructions, or there would be predefined system prompts. Like, if the conversation is going somewhere, like, it could harm a person, or person could self harm, so of course it will stop, and maybe it will directly ask to, contact a real person. Okay, real person, or maybe just, will stop the, subscription, or maybe stop the chat as well. And emergency helpline could also be, like a mental health helpline every government has. So they can, contact right away if we feel like, the person is going to self harm. So there would be many security aspect as well. And when we are talking about, worldwide, we can't have compliances for every countries, right? So we have to make it a general one. Let's start with the niche market, and then, let's see. Then when we grow, then only we can, think about compliances. And maybe to the particular market, we have to get the approval from the government as well, right? Before that, we'll definitely say that this is a better testing, and it's not, an actual replacement for any therapist. Okay, and I'll tell you the case study as well, why I'm thinking this is a great one. But yeah, before that, Pankaj, you raise your hand, please.
Yeah, one other thing I was also thinking is, um, if you have like a, I'm not saying like a psychiatrist or somebody like that, they may not really want to, because their
Mhm.
job, they want
Yeah,
to be, for their job security, they may not want to help us. But at least somebody in the field that can come and maybe just discuss a few things, like baseline things, what they look when a patient comes to them, or what they sort of, some guidelines,
yes,
something.
yes, got it, got it.
Because like none of us here, I assume, are from a medical background or a clinical background. So it is, yes, we will be looking at it from a technical perspective, more so in the technical perspective. And yes, some amount, yes, we all will look into literature, we will read, will do all the research, whatever we can, but still we are not from the field. So I feel
Definitely.
like we may want to have, like Tushar, you may want to contact some one or two people. Maybe they will at least, like, you can be open to them. You can say
Definitely,
that, hey,
definitely.
you
Mhm.
discuss only whatever you can. Don't go beyond that. Of course, it is your job security, it's your prerogative. So something like that, if we do, that will help us and give us some guidelines.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, see, yeah, I was also thinking, and I think 1 or 2% I have in contact. But yeah, the thing is also, like, they are also scared, because I'm not sure how many of you know that, what was that person name? I'm also forgetting. So actually, he predicted, like, just give me a minute. I'll maybe Neil deGrasse Tyson, I think, yeah. So I think everyone knows. So what he predicted, like, it's It's, I think he's a very smart person, right? First of all, and he predicted like 4 or 5 years back on Joe Rogan show that psychiatrists would be the first profession to go fully out of scope because of AI, because human knowledge and about human, psychology, these type of AI has so much data that no single person or no whole country can, gather that knowledge at one place, right? And this is, I have some friends, psychiatrist friend, but I'm not in contact actually currently. But yeah, I'll try to, maybe see if I can get. Otherwise, we'll ask maybe in public, forum, like if someone wants to maybe throw some lights, what are their difficulties, or then maybe let's see, maybe yeah, I'll see to that. But the other thing is, psychiatrist is the first one because of the knowledge of the human, brain and psychology that so much this LLMs do already have, right? So in real, world, they might be accident, but of course, what I will say to them, right, this is not a going to be a placement, right? This is a, I would say, this is your lead generation, right? If A agents doesn't give a very good response, so it would connect to you. So don't think of it that way, that we are going to take a job. It's just a way to, connect more people to you, right? So that's why. And if anyone know, if any one of you know any person maybe in psychiatrist field, or maybe some therapist, okay, so please feel free to get me in touch with them, okay. So I'll maybe ask them, okay. Yeah, and I'll just, before I forget one thing, like, why ChatGPT and this general chatbots are very risky. I think in US only, it was a case, right? The person was asking daily, like, for the mental health. I'm not sure the use particular like problem. It was not shared, I think. But yeah, ultimately, ChatGPT told them to make a chemical and, just drink every day. It was like slowly poisoning him, and unfortunately, there was loss of life. So these type of chatbots, see, the government, all government doesn't disclose these type of things, but there are many cases. If you just read, Google after this meeting, this general chatbot or general, guidance is not helping most people, right? And ChatGPT, of course, you already know. After you ask certain question, it's, just give responses like, like you also know, like it's like pathetic, right? So that's why it's like something we want to build, like, people feel safe till the time they want to talk to the AI chatbot. If not, then after our MVP, after we get some first client or some maybe some user testing, then we'll also start reaching out to real, therapists, or maybe someone who wants to maybe like a better help, right? But yeah, that's a very big platform, I would say. That's and yeah, mostly their clients are mostly in US. So in other countries also it's working, but not that much, right? So that was my point. Like, there are a lot of case studies I have, seen as well, but not recently, actually, few months before. Okay. So yeah, definitely there would be no, there would be, I would say, disclaimer, but what we can do, right? We can't deal with the compliances for every country. So we can only, just have a disclaimer, right? If any point you feel like, it's not giving you a correct response or something, please just report that, or maybe just stop with the, conversation, and let's talk to the maybe, your therapist then, right? So guardrails, or I would say security, or I would say what I would want to say the word. Yeah, means there would be, very strictly monitored, I would say, for the, at least for the first user testing and everything. Then, of course, when we think about scaling, so there would be a team, of course, you want to maybe take that, part as well, to just see the flagged responses or something. So there would be many things, and definitely AI agents or agentic workflows would help us a lot here. We don't have to manually do anything, but definitely we have to monitor, some things that are very crucial. Okay. So that's my point. Like, of course, for the like, no bad guidance, or maybe the risk of, human life or anything. But yeah, it's better than, than ChatGPT or something, right? Okay. So yeah, any other point or anything else? Yeah, and one, if you are really interested on, this thing, what I would say is psychology. So there is a movie, one of my favorite actor, like Simon Pegg, Hector and the Search for Happiness, 2014 movie. So yeah, do watch that, and you will see, so you'll get some more industry knowledge about the psychology, right? Great, a very good movie. It's funny as well, and it's a life-changing moment for him. Okay, great. Yeah. So
So
any other
Tushar,
point?
just wanted to add one thought here. Since basically the suggestions will be actionable, right? We want to suggest something that is actionable as well. Uh, Usually in the medicine field, it's always backed by some decision maker, like it's a physician or a clinician or someone, and that kind of validates that action. So here as well, when the actions are generated, as in with the some points are generated by the chatbot or by the agent, then it should also be backed by some recommended guidelines or something. So and that should be traceable. Basically, if let's
Yes,
say
got it, got it.
sometimes if you see
Mhm.
chat gpt or other llms, they give references as well, like you can refer to this particular article, or you can refer to this particular source. So if that it kind of validates that we are not just producing output that is random, or it's basically an output that is backed by particular, it could be research papers, or it could
Exactly,
be
yeah, definitely.
something like that, or even actual cases maybe, where
Yeah.
a particular recommendation was backed by something like that. I'm just randomly giving you
Yes,
some
yes,
thoughts on
yes, yes.
that. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. It should, it's not just generating on its own. It should have a, let's say, a study, medical study is there. And when you say, action of, this is a very crucial thing, like, there should not be direct action, like, take this medicine or anything, because of course they won't get without prescription. But if they want, a prescription for certain things, then it would, then, then connect to the real person, of course, if they want a prescription. But yeah, see when the situation is that, very in depth, like a patient want a prescription, definitely it would, AI chatbot would not help, right? Right. So there would be subscription plan or something, like, will connect to, your real person. And meanwhile, they are not available. Maybe you can just, have a chat with this chatbot, and maybe just, tell the problem to them, so that it helps or it summarizes for the real person, something like that. Yeah, this is a feature, like, we have to think, like, I'm not taking any decision, or you are not, all of you not taking decision in this meeting. But definitely this is something, all things to think about. Yeah, it will be very crucial, right, for the product. Yeah, direct action, like I say, yeah, like I was saying, right, ChatGPT was telling that person to make some chemical and drink a solution, right? This type of action should be avoided 100%. Right? So it was slowly poisoning him. And poison cases are very, ChatGPT is very notorious in this. I'm not sure why it does that. Bombs also it tried to make, but now OpenAI have already, put some guardrails regarding that. But yeah, in 2025, I think there were many cases. It was telling the recipe for the bomb or something. Yeah, there's a lot of things, maybe what you guys also can do, just write it down in the any public channel, what are your thoughts and what crucial points we should think about, or maybe we'll create a document or something, right? So that it's all, we don't, the things we discuss doesn't get lost, okay, in the conversation only, okay, it should be written. Okay, any more, thoughts or we should discuss in this meeting?
Yes, Tushar, we'll
Yes.
start like with the first one or two areas in mental health, right? So not without focusing on all the areas of mental health. So it may be stress, anxiety, ADHD, right? Few only, we just stick to fixed those few categories and collect
Yes.
data and see how the other businesses and startups have been made their
Yes.
application around it. So we do research and then we
Mhm.
will try to see pain points, what exactly exists, right? Then we need to find the solution.
Yes,
Also, you,
definitely.
you need to have like a project plan and what kind of
Mhm.
baseline you want to start with. Uh, I don't know if it's only you, Tushar, or Muhammad will be helping you. That something like needs to be there. So that way, like everybody doesn't go off doing whatever they feel like they want to do.
Definitely, definitely, yeah. So we'll have today just a general, starting point. And yeah, so I think I didn't tell you also, Mohammed is also, a product owner or product manager here. So definitely, we'll create a plan why we didn't, because we are not, like sure, like everyone here wants to be in a partnership, right? Maybe you are just doing like a as a project or something. Okay. So yeah, when I send you, like the agreements or general terms and condition like next week, so you can, choose to be just, volunteer, or maybe you want to actually become a partner. It's up to you. And definitely when you become a partner, so you would have a profit sharing and so on. That's come later, but definitely there all things would be transparent, right? And it's do not think like it's like my product or just one person product. It just it's like yours, right? So have a like motivation, like you are building something like for yourself and for future as well. Maybe this could turn into something like it would help you in your career, or maybe this will be your career, like, or maybe something like from this business doesn't mean like this is business is only there. From this you get idea, maybe you get some opportunity also, because there will be a lot of people connecting, right? So think of it that way, like you're building this for yourself. Definitely, that's why there is an option. Like in other organization, I won't say the name because I can't. So they are, they just work on the project and they used to sell, and they don't give, even the like $25 credit of something for the using AI tools, right? But yeah, I've already told, like definitely I will provide to my best, and definitely will work on the paid tools and something as well. But while we are experimenting, we'll stick with the open source, okay, to reduce the cost. And as soon as we start earning with that subscription cost or startup, we'll move on to the production level, and we'll build on, keep on adding features, right? So just not 1 or 2 month projects. Let's hope like this could be a real SaaS for at least 1 or 2 years. Okay. So I'm not trying to replace Better Help, because of course I think they are from Bay Area, if I'm not wrong. So they would have access to funding and everything. So I'm not trying to replace that, but we are trying to maybe make some niche, like consultant bot, right? So one of the area like we discussed more with Mohammed, so it's like job loss and job security. That could also be a thing, because everyone is scared, right? In even the engineers are also scared, right? Because this open claw or maybe sonnet models are really good. You also know, right? I'm using on daily basis. I'll also upload tutorials on my this YouTube channel as well. So if you want to learn, you can learn as well. And if you want to build something with me as well, another thing, so feel free to reach out to me. Okay. But yeah, so just think of it that way, like you are, this is your product as well. Okay. And let's think of a project, maybe plan, or maybe I'll maybe just post a document, maybe post your ideas or what you think. Then we'll compile, and because it's not just my decision. Whenever I do another project or product, like I'll say it's not my decision, right? Because you are all going to be partners there, right? So it's all your decision, and it would be a majority voting wins always. Okay. If you think like I'm going in one direction, so please feel free to say yeah, right? I won't mind, right? And I want if decision is there, like majority voting is there, but I want something else, so I'll definitely always go with majority voting in every case. Okay. So yeah, project roadmap we didn't declare. Why? Because we have to first of all be specific with the tech stack, what all of you are comfortable with. Maybe all of you are comfortable with learning new things, like Mohammed just said, skills. But yeah, that is for the Claude models, okay, or Claude code only. So I have access to Claude code, but if you are learning, or maybe you are using Claude code for the very first time, it is going to be very expensive. So I would rather say,
Probably, Tushar, just to
yeah,
quickly
yes.
interrupt, you can put like a worksheet with the skills and then the names of people in this meeting, and then each of us can check off what we know already or what we want to learn, whatever the case may be. That way, you will have like a
Mhm.
consolidated view of
Sure,
where
sure, got
everyone
it.
stands, and then accordingly you can make decisions.
Got it, got it. Yeah, something like, what your tech stack currently is, because yeah, I have read your application or why you want to join, but definitely it's not, because we can learn, right? So if something is like new, so we can learn. It's just that some people don't want to, some people do want to. So I hope everyone here do want to learn, new things and be able to grow into a real startup here. Okay. So that's my, hope, and I hope like, we'll turn it into a great SaaS. Okay. And yeah, so I'll make a document or maybe just share a Google Sheet. So please feel free to, just modify according to whatever, you feel like. Okay. It's not a very rigid thing. Why? Because what I have observed is if we have a, definite plan, some people are not comfortable, they will just drop out, right? So I want all of you to be comfortable. Those who are not in the meeting as well, all of you to be comfortable. Okay. Think of it, not think of it. It is like, your product or as well, right? I'm just, providing you the platform and just, everyone to, gather together and, join hands to make this product, right? So yeah, think of it, that way that it is like your responsibility as well. So if you want to make a document and share with everyone, it's okay. I'll just make a sheet, maybe Google Sheet, and you can, just modify according to whatever you feel like is necessary in the document so that we have an idea. Okay. Uh, I have used a while ago. Great, great. Yeah, Claude. Yeah, yeah. I use Claude on daily basis. So yeah, if you want to learn from me as well, so maybe I'll take a session as well. But definitely, then we have to have cost is also it's a little bit costly, Claude. And yeah, we do have some partnership with the tools and startups. So if you want a tool at a discounted rate, so just let me know for personal use or this use. I do not have, currently for, I would have given you away if I will get that for free. So maybe some tool subscription because when, I have a like firm, so definitely I always get, some partnership, options and
Yeah,
sometimes soon
and
later,
also like since
hackathons will also
this is
come.
like
Yeah.
the starting phase, probably you can just lay out that these are the tools
Mhm.
that we will be using, these are the open source that we will be using. So that way we don't waste too much time on figuring what other tools that we can use
Yes.
that may be better, because then that way you
Mhm.
know your perspective, from the cost perspective, everything, because like until subscription, because subscription it will be quite some time. It's not going to happen in the next 3 months, 4 months, because you need to do a lot of work before that. So which means you need to rely on as much as possible open source libraries, free tools and things like that. So if you, maybe that onus you should take upon from your end, rather than letting everybody else, because everybody will say, oh, I have used this, I have used that, but it may not all gel in this instance, right?
Say
So
got
we
it.
need
Yeah.
to keep
Yeah.
that in.
Right now, I can say, right, open source models, right, most of them are equally on par with
Yeah.
GPT-4o and GPT-4o mini. So those model we can utilize to build the given system. And said we can use Olama platform and we can run in our local system. And the same models we can utilize into our in our code. So whichever we are building in our CLI system. So we can utilize that. So there is no issue. Download Olama, use the Olama models into your code in VS Code. And then in next steps while going to into the cloud Azure, right? So when we are starting for Azure for the new user, for 1 month they will give $200 credit, free credits. So then for the next time we will be doing iteration, right? We will utilize that $200 credit to use OpenAI service and other Azure service to scale and to test the complete set of application. So
Yeah, you can also think about other platforms as well. You have Vertex AI, you have Google. So you have to like kind of make a decision as to not just go with with only one. Think of like, okay, I'm going to go only Azure or whatever the case may be, but sort of do like a benchmark and see which offers you the best.
yeah, I like
Uh,
I will say like Azure, Opens and GCP are like automobile manufacturer. Every car is inside. There will be different positions of the like manuals, right? So ultimately the car will go on the road, and it will work accordingly, same accordingly. But the naming convention is
Mhm.
different. The use is
yeah.
different. So
Yeah.
I
No,
will say
what I
like
meant is in terms
yeah.
of
So
cost.
yeah,
We just have to do a benchmark and go
yeah.
with what
I got
fits.
you. Yeah, I got
We
your point.
can
There
we can we
definitely
can
some.
we
Yeah,
can try to utilize one common concept which is called as containerization. So there the cost will be zero until you run the
hmm.
container.
Docker. Everyone knows, right? Docker. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a full guide, like 70, 80 pages on my Medium page. Anyone wants to learn, I'll throw the link. Okay.
So these we will just create some containers on these platforms. Okay. Whenever user clicks and uses, right, and the application runs, then only the charges will be applied. In the
Yes.
ideal scenario, the usage of without the usage of container, there will be a zero cost.
Definitely, yeah. I got your point. Like, Mangaja, like we have to have certain, like steps or maybe something, decided already. So yeah, but why I didn't, because this last week I was very occupied. But definitely, what
Yeah, and
Mohan and
all
I
the
will
links
discuss.
that you want to share, you can
Yeah,
just put it in a spreadsheet, and so that, I mean, like with one column saying what is the description and what does it. I mean, like, just you don't have to go into a lot of details, but if it is all there in one place, then we don't have to worry about information getting lost.
definitely,
And one
definitely.
more thing, Tushar, I just want to add: everyone cannot do development.
Sorry, sorry.
Everyone has
Everyone.
their own skills, right?
Yes, yes,
Someone will be
definitely,
good at
definitely.
leading the team. Someone will, right? Someone will be working on some task given to them. Someone will be
Yes.
researching. So
Yeah.
everyone will be trying to take their own role and guiding the team to move forward. So we will just try to create team roles defined so that everyone can be aligned on that.
Yes, I agree on that.
Definitely, yeah. So what I wanted, create an environment when you're free, you are not restricted by anything, right? So definitely, I'll give a room for like let's say for till next week or maybe before that only, because I have limited availability till Thursday, I would say. So, what I'll do is create, of course, an option for you guys, like with your tech stack and everything, like, and what role you want to do or maybe what task you want to focus on. Okay. I know some people are not well versed with Node.js. If they want to maybe make an application with Cloud Code or something, so they want to do Python backend, definitely. So no worries. See, everything, we want to utilize, every skill set what we have here, right? So no one is going to be left behind if you want to. I think all of you know here how to code, right? Let me see. Yeah, I think I have coded with all of you. Pankaj, I think not with you, but rest all of you. I think Surya also. I think.
What did you say? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
No, I was in a collaborative environment. Like I coded with all of you, right? I was saying, but Pankaj, I think you. I worked with you, but not directly, if I'm not
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, I've worked
Yeah.
with Tuhin, and I've worked with
Yeah.
many others from Omdena. And for over 7 years, I've been using Python. So,
Very good. Yeah, yeah. Means I'm saying like, everyone here knows how to code, and if you want to maybe test GTM skills or maybe you want to do marketing as well, you want to learn something, right? So this is a great platform and great product. Okay. So feel free, comfortable, and you can post. Maybe I'll maybe create an Excel sheet or something. Then you can, add whatever you want. You can add different sheet like, work roles or something or your tech stack. Okay, what you're comfortable with and what you are comfortable with learning as well, right? Because we have to learn. So your past knowledge only is not going to, not help, right? You have to learn something, right? And definitely when we are talking about, you don't have to, be an expert, but yeah, you definitely need to have some knowledge, right? Okay, what is happening? Okay. Okay, yeah. So I think that today is a very productive meeting from, I think, like, we have discussed quite a few things, and meeting, we'll have it maybe from next week, like on a particular fixed date. So you guys can vote. Weekend work better for you or weekday. I think weekend works better for all of you. So I'll schedule, on the weekend. Okay. But if weekdays work best, so we'll see. Otherwise, recording would always be there. Okay. On YouTube channel as a live stream. So don't worry about that. And please feel free to share your thoughts and everything. And yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, so please, I don't want to, just prolong this meeting, but yeah, if you have anything, so please do share as well. Or any thoughts, like I think. Not everyone spoke, but it's okay. You can write in the chat section as well. I know it's Friday. Vijay, to him, Surya, I didn't hear you. Okay.
Yes, so I was just referring to all the conversations that we had discussing about the product, its importance without affecting the real time role. So, looking forward working with you all, guys.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, of course. This is one of the great point, the point to discuss as well. Of course, if you are working, full time as well, so we'll do in sprints. Okay, so it doesn't have to be, like just like we are doing, as per require or something. So we'll do in sprints so that everyone is aware what they need to do, and we'll have a timeline, not strict one, but definitely a timeline so that every deliverable is produced, right? So the timeline I will share definitely. Okay, I was busy with something, so I could not make for this one. I had, but yeah, that's I think dates are for the previous month, so I'll just remake that. Okay, and I'll discuss with Mohammed once. Okay.
Yeah, and as far as the meeting, yeah, weekend is better. I mean,
Okay.
you can put a poll if you
Cool. Yeah.
want,
Sure. Sure. Sure.
Saturday or Sunday. Saturday, yeah, same time like as we met, works on both days.
Okay, great, great. So we have people from, okay, Pankaj, you are from US, right?
Yeah.
Uh, so Vina, you are from, if I'm not wrong, Turkey, if I'm not wrong.
No, I'm from Armenia.
Armenian,
Our
Armenian.
time is 1 and 30 hour difference
This time is okay for
for
you?
the India. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, great. Great. Yeah, I'll maybe just ask on the poll, okay? So rest, I think all are Indians. So, okay, great. I'll just ask on the poll, but yeah. So what do you think? What is your confidence level now after discussing this? What do you think about this? Any suggestion, or you're excited about this, or you're just just bored of this conversation?
No, it's definitely a very, very good initiative. I mean, like humanistic initiative, and which would benefit a lot of people in that sense. Um, I mean, to whatever extent, like you said, we are not
Yeah.
putting this forth as a replacement. Definitely not. We are not giving somebody like a cure or something like that, or even directing towards a cure. We are just sort of like a uh, for them to we are basically lending our shoulder for them to lean on and express their thoughts or whatever the case may be.
You said yes, yes, definitely. We are, almost a bridge between their hesitation to not speak to a real therapist and to, just have a wonderful life, right? If they try this, they might talk to real therapists, will make some money or not. That is, like for latest, but definitely, if we can help, some people, definitely they will help to, get more customers, right?
Yeah. Yeah, if you can achieve this, this will definitely be AI for good, not for
Yes,
otherwise.
definitely. This is here for good, definitely.
Thank you.
Great, great. So yeah, any more thoughts, anyone? Or I think we are just about covering in this hour. So yeah, any more thoughts? Okay, so I'll maybe share the document. So please feel free to, just edit, as you go, because I'll also edit. But yeah, format as per you want, and then we'll discuss in upcoming days. Okay, definitely we'll have a plan and we'll decide on a tech stack. But before we decide on the tech stack or the tools, we want to know what you are comfortable with and what you are comfortable with learning, right? I'm not asking you if you are comfortable with Python to learn, Next.js, right? Okay, if you're comfortable with Next.js, so definitely front end you will help with me. Okay, but don't worry. Okay, there's something for everyone, and these people who are in the meeting or maybe who are in the Slack are not the only people. Maybe some people could also join. And subject matter expert, definitely I'll try to get, but why it is very difficult to get them in the project is if they're already subject matter expert, right? They either, if they want to do something for AI for good, then only they will do. Otherwise, for the making money, they are already professional, so
Yeah,
they
no,
don't
I'm not
need to,
saying
right?
that you to have them on
Yeah,
board, but
yeah.
just to give us like a
Yeah.
guideline, maybe like one off, like, or maybe twice they
Yes, yes.
can
Yeah,
just
that
come.
yeah. I was asking Vivek's question. We need subject matter expert, right? So that I was just answering that. Yeah, definitely. The session is, of course, I'll try my best. But if you have any friend or any acquaintance as well for this, or maybe you know any person who is in this field or have a knowledge as well, right? So we'll have some sessions. Okay. Of course, it would have to be voluntary as well. Okay. No paid sessions. Okay. But yeah, I'll try my best. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I wish you a very great weekend and great rest of the week ahead. And we'll talk soon on the Slack. So you don't have,
Yeah,
you means keep touching, Slack. Like I would say not you have to open like, in few hours, but every day at least,
yeah.
at least notification on. So we'll not try to spam that. Okay. So that's why we have limited channels. So yeah, please feel free to, follow the conversation. And yeah, see you soon then. All from my side,
Thank you.
Mohammed. You want to add anything?
No, I just want to, I have some place to go, so I have to.
Sure, sure, sure. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Bye.
Thank you so much,
Thank
everyone.
you,
Thanks. Bye,
Tushar.
guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you,
I'll
everyone.
record.
Bye
I'll
bye.
upload the meeting so those who are not in the meeting so they can watch. Okay, thank you. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon,
Thank you.
everyone. Bye.
Thank you.